Howdy folks, another video for you today. We have signposting success. So this is success in a weight loss and health and fitness type program or plan. If we can measure something, chances are we can change it. And if we have some objective measurements, i.e. that don't have emotion, that aren't open to interpretation, such as subjective measurements, the likes of, I think I'm doing okay, I might be fit someday, I want to lose weight, I don't know how much, I don't know when I want to lose it by, or I don't know what I'll do when I lose it, or how I'll measure it. So, of course, we have number one, the scales. That tells us our weight. It is just one piece of the puzzle, and it gives us an idea of how all the factors that contribute to weight loss, such as the food, or all the factors that contribute to what your weight is, such as the food you've eaten, the beverages you've drank, how much you've slept or not slept, how stressed you are, the time of the month if you're a female, and even the temperature, the time of the year can affect the scale. So a lot goes into that. I think too much emphasis is given to it, too much power is given to it. It just tells us our weight, which is made up of our muscle, our fat, our water, even the time of day, if we weigh in the morning or the evening. I would always recommend, if you are weighing in, to do it first thing in the morning, after you've gotten up, after you've been to the bathroom, and before you've drank any water. And to be very fair with the weighing scales and to not be pulling out your hair if you're weighing in at different times of the week. Measure 4 to 5 to 6 times a week and divide those measurements by that number. So if I weighed in 6 times in a week, the same time in the morning, I would divide that in each, I would add them all up and divide by 6, and that gives me a fair indication of how much I weigh that week, okay, with the fluctuations brought in and all the kind of erratic jumps up and down accounted for. So beyond the scale, so we don't just want to measure how much do we weigh, we want to see how is our body responding to the training we're doing, the food we're eating, or the plan that we're on. So girth measurement with a tape around the navel, around the hips, around the neck, around the arms, around the legs. Do as many of them as you want, or do just 1 or 2. I'd always go for a waist one, and I'd always go for a hips one, because it just gives you an idea, not just of, is my body changing, am I getting the 6-pack abs, but it's a good indication of health. There are some norms that are thrown around, and such as, I think it's for a male, you want to be under 37 inches of your waist, and for a female, maybe around 34 or 5. Don't quote me on that, but they are just given as kind of health markers. So beyond just the looking better, you want to be healthier. Also, clothes and pictures. So again, if you have that piece of clothing that you're not fitting into anymore, and you go on a plan and then you fit into that piece of clothing, that's a good thing. Your body has changed and adapted positively, and you now fit into your favorite piece of clothing. And that's something you could buy a piece of clothing a size too small and work towards fitting into that. And again, with the scales, the measurements, and the clothes, it's giving you more of a wider picture of how is my body responding to what I'm doing. Would I like it to respond more, or would I just like to keep it the same? Or have I hit my target? Have I hit my weight target? Have I hit my circumference target of my waist? And am I fitting into my favorite little black number? That's a good thing. All those are signposts of success, and pictures as well. Again, can be subjective. You can look in the mirror and hate what you see all the time. You can look in the mirror and love what you see all the time. But if you take a picture in as little as you can possibly manage, from the front, from the side, from the back, once a month, again, you're getting a very good visual of how your body is changing. Just keep the conditions the same type of day, same lighting, and same phone or camera used to take it. And last but probably the most important, happiness. So these are all your quantitative measures, so numbers essentially. This is your qualitative. So what is the quality of my life compared to what it was before after doing this? Am I more stressed about the scales and the food and always thinking about these things, or am I happy that I've taken control of my nutrition? I found a form of exercise I enjoy. I'm really happy with where I am, and I'm looking forward to the future. That is a very big one that we won't always be able to positively move these. Sometimes they'll go down, sometimes they'll go up. But if we're happy enough that we're on a journey, we're sticking to the process, and we're working towards that goal, whatever that may be, whenever that is, that's something that will keep you disciplined, and it'll keep your motivation ticking along week after week, month after month, year after year. So that's signposting success.